So when we first got to this modular home company, we thought it was just a shed company. In fact, there was more sheds outside and almost no modular homes. They looked a lot like sheds, so we were a little, well, we were questioning it. But we decided to check it out anyway and ask our questions. We're sharing those interviews with you. I hope you enjoy this. If you have questions, please put them in the comments below and we'll do our best to answer them. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we've done it, I think, in one so far.
What is this considered?
That's the same thing.
This would be kind of like a laundry room. On the other side of the wall is where they're going to have their washer and dryer stackable.
Okay.
I like the countertop now.
Is this Formica?
Yes.
Off close.
Single bedroom?
So it's for Mike, it's not real wood.
That's correct.
But this is real wood.
Right.
Okay, what's the square footage of this?
763.
763.
That's a nice size. Much bigger than a park model, which is
And
only
what does
400.
something like this cost?
A one bedroom like this, and they really didn't do a whole lot of upgrades. So with tax and delivery, they were probably going to be right around 130 with this one. If you're going to do on the property you're going to flip, if you're going to do one this size with 2 bedroom, you would just need your outer band, and then it'll set it.
And that needs a pre-existing foundation, which we would have to build before you came there. Okay.
And it has to be 3 feet above the 100-year flood place. Whatever that is.
Okay,
So
so
it'd be
what
3 feet.
what additionally would we need to pay for that you guys don't do? Like obviously the foundation or basement.
Right. So it would be the foundation, and then whatever you're going to need for water and sewer.
So
Like
septic.
If you've already got septic and everything there, you're not going to be paying
So-
a lot of that.
So
Right.
we get the septic. Do you hook up the house to the septic if we have it existing there?
The general contractor will do that.
So you guys don't do that.
We don't.
So you probably same with water and
Correct.
power.
Now, so you were talking about putting at least the one on a foundation with a full basement and doing double. We would need to use a crane to set it there,
Okay.
set it on. We will come out and help with that. Chase is our project manager and he usually comes out and helps with all of that. We just don't have a crew right now eventually we would like to, we just don't right now, but most of your general contractors are usually licensed to do that stuff also.
We wanted to be the GC and then hire somebody
Okay.
to do it.
And you can, and we can even help you if you don't have a plumber or electrician in the area and you want, we can help you out with that.
In terms of the layout, how do they know where the septic will be hooked up, or the water, the main water line? Like, do you provide plans for the contractor to build so they'll know, here's exactly where you need to have it?
So with being modular, we send, let's say you end up buying, I will have just a rough sketch of where we want windows, doors, all that kind of stuff like that. How big you want your bedrooms and so on. And then we send that to an engineer. And he gives just regular engineered plans like you would if it was being built on site.
Okay. And then we take that to the town and get the approval?
Well, and most of the time they really don't. We have not run into any issues on that because of it being modular.
Right. Are these 2x4s or is this 2x6?
So the walls are 2x4s. We use closed cell spray.
Okay.
So 2x4 passes code.
Mm-hmm.
Because
See,
we
a
were
lot
told
of times what people use 2x6s is to be able to get the R value in insulation.
Right.
And with us using spray foam, we can get that in 2x4s, and it saves a little bit of space for people in here. Now the floors and the rafters are 2x8s,
Okay.
and they're sprayed as well. So we actually have a higher R value in the at floor in the.
So what is the R value in the wall, ceiling, and floor?
The walls are 24, I think, something like that. Somewhere right around there. And then the floor and ceiling is going to be around 30.
Because I think the code in the area where we are is 38 in the ceiling.
Is it 30?
38.
That seems high.
Isn't that what we
I
found?
think so, something
I
like that.
think that's what we
Pretty high.
found. Didn't
I
you
mean,
go
I
to the
could-
county and ask them?
Yeah, I don't have to remember what it was.
And I can double check for sure. We can always spray it thicker too if we have to get it.
Right. Yeah, we'll
I-
check that
I
because.
know I have it. I can look back to my phone.
So the other question I have is, I love the wood look, but Virginia and I, with the cabin that we want on the one side, is we were hoping to do some custom wood on the walls, which means we wouldn't need this on there. We wouldn't need this. Do you do it like a shell, so we could choose what material?
I mean, we can, yeah. Where we found on a shell, where we found it comes to the best breaking point to where it actually is worth it for people to save,
Fine.
actually save. We will do the shell, which is the exterior complete, and then the interior walls are put in, and then that's that.
What about the spray foam?
We so far with the shell, when we price it, it's without. Now I can see what,
Because 2x4 construction wouldn't
Right.
work in that case.
right. Now I can see what I don't know what the cost is to do the spray foam to include that in it.
Yeah, that would be a consideration.
Right.
We really like this special wood that we found,
Right.
and
Now,
On the insulation, so the
or maybe, sorry,
2018 code says walls R19, floor R30, and the ceiling R38.
I mean, we haven't run into it anymore. I'm gonna have to look exactly to see what it is. I just know that so far we've met code with everything that we've done. So it could be higher. I was just thinking that's what I had been told when I started here, and I don't end up working closely with the counties and so on like that. Chase does all of that. He's our project manager, and so he knows all that stuff off the top of his head.
So in terms of timing, like you pick a date.
well, what would the difference be if we just got a shell versus this is finished?
So just a shell, like I was saying, and that would be with no insulation, no wiring, no plumbing, nothing like that. That's usually half the price.
Does it include these nice windows
Mhm.
and the door?
Right. It includes everything exterior, and so which that includes with the exterior being finished, we need the windows and doors in. So we can do the trim around it and stuff. So yeah, all your windows and doors are in, and
Plumbing, electric. I see you got a lot of electric outlets in here.
right. So and that's all to code also. There again, we have.
What are they? 6 feet apart? Those outlets on the bottom?
That would be about right. Now, that blank cover is for like TV if somebody wants to run
Cable.
and
Right.
stuff. Anymore with a lot of everything being streaming on your smart TVs, you don't need the cables as much anymore. but
Right.
Some people still want it, and so we put it there.
Right.
Okay.
It's there.
So no cabinets, no interior walls.
The interior walls would be there, but then nothing else if we do a show.
So basically, framing.
Now, I mean, I don't know what for wood you're looking at for the interior on the walls.
Well, I'm not opposed to doing maybe most of it done and like just 2 walls left,
The drywall.
drywall or nothing.
I mean, we could. I mean, that would be an option too if we do it. I mean, the other thing is, and the one cabin we're building right now, the lady, they wanted fans. So the fans are an option because we do have some people that don't even want the fans. With it being smaller, they don't want the fans. But she wanted fans with lights, and so she picked her own and brought them here, and we installed them. That would be an option with the wood on the walls if you're looking to do, let's say you wanted to do just the end wall,
Right.
with what you picked out. We can do it one of two ways. Where if it was at Lowe's or Home Depot that you found it, just let us know. We can
It's a reclaimed.
Is it reclaimed?
Yeah.
It's really
Or-
exotic.
Or you buy it and
They could load it on the truck and we could bring it down here.
right, if they could bring it down here and then we can put it in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, well, we have to like weigh that out to
Yeah.
see the price versus,
Right, if it even goes with the design of the cabin.
right.
Right.
Well, yeah, because I think that wood is more, this is horizontal, that wood we're thinking is vertical. I see it as vertical. Another question I have is these cathedral ceilings, they're not really that high. Of course, this would be a second floor, so I know you'd have this entire height, but do you have anything, is this for ventilation, this flat part in the top of the?
No, that's just it's just empty space up there because it doesn't. So this part follows the rafter, and then there's usually a flat spot up. We do the flat spot up there for the fans and that kind of thing is why
It's a
like
pretty
that.
big
To
flat
run-
spot for,
and to run wiring and stuff.
Do you do a higher ceiling?
We do not. I shouldn't say that. Standard. This is what it is, just because of hauling it.
well, if you got two
Oh.
together, one's not gonna have a roof, first of all. But if you got two together and you're putting them side by side, it's not gonna be this configuration.
No, it would be. You're correct. It would be a different configuration.
So the roof would be a lot higher.
Well, so there's be a couple ways of doing it. Your roof would either come here and start more at an angle to where they would eventually meet, and it'd be high over, let's say, against that wall.
It'd be over against the center over here.
Right.
Right, and the
So
pitch has to
straight
be a
up.
certain pitch
Well,
according
what's
to
the
the
pitch,
regulation.
what's the
correct.
pitch on this?
The pitch on this is 712.
712, so it could still be 712,
But it'll be higher.
but it'd be a lot higher because the center piece would be right above
Correct.
that
If we
wall.
would do that, and there is a couple things we can do with that. We can actually we can do what we call a hinged roof, where we go up maybe about as high as where it goes flat, and then you build the rest of the roof, but you hinge it back so that we can haul it.
So
Because
it's on hinges.
it would be
So you have
kind
to
of
flip it
on
up.
hinge, and then once we would get it out to your property, then we would come out, we would flip it up and
Okay.
with the-
That's interesting.
How tall are these?
they're 8-foot walls.
They look 8 foot. Do you do higher than 8 foot?
There again, we have not done higher than 8 yet. We have one lady that did want 9-foot walls. And there again, if we get that one, we're gonna have to hinge her roof just so we can haul it.
Right.
So 14 foot wide is your max.
14.8 is, and the reason we do the 14.8 is that gets us with our eaves right to 16 feet.
Okay.
Because North Carolina, we actually can't haul anything over 16. So
Well,
that's
you
why we
wouldn't have
don't
an
do
eve on the one
16.
side.
That's why we don't do 16 on the floor, because but the 14.8 gives you that 8 extra inches if people want it.
Okay. Okay.
Space up here, this is really low here.
Yeah, there's probably some attic space.
Well, is what we usually do.
Oh, so it's instant.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Doug had.
Oh, and that's the,
Electric. My question was about cantilevering. The existing foundation is about 34 by 27, something like that. If we have our contractor build up to, let's say, 9 feet, or whatever we need to get a decent size height in the basement, could you do something where you're cantilevering over the sides of the existing structure?
I mean, you probably could to a certain point. I don't know that you would really be able to on your width because it's designed to sit on the outer edge band.
But you could make it to size too if we wanted.
Right, we could make it the size.
And he could cantilever a deck out the front,
yeah.
which is
Yeah,
not.
we actually had one guy that they done a 3-section, so they've done a main section like this with 2 pieces going off of it, and on this main section he had about maybe 16 feet of it sitting on his foundation, and then the rest was just open. I mean, he had posts out at the end, and then he done like a patio underneath it.
Right, well, that's one thing we were thinking,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
but also
So
a
you would-
deck.
Right, so you would be able to do it. I mean, you could do it that way. You'd have to basically do it on the length of it like this, rather than, because you can't really bring your wall in here because it's designed to sit on the outer
On the
part
edges.
of it here.
So whatever we decide, if it's 27, we'd go, that wouldn't work. It'd have to go this way because it's 34 wide. Well, actually, no, 34 would be this way and this way. Okay.
they have to get some middle support, so then in the middle, you have,
And I can show you pictures of how he done his. We have that. We have some.
okay,
Okay.
that'd be
We have
wonderful.
up there, and I can show you those
Okay.
pictures.
Do you have any
You
other
have
questions?
models for us to see?
We have a 12 by 36 that we can look at.
Okay.
That one's going to be smaller, but it'll still give you an idea of different things that we can do.
Okay.
And what's
That one has some different colors in it than just the wood like this. And then there's one up in the shop that we'll probably be pulling it out either today or tomorrow. We can go look at that one too.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, sounds good.
Process of, learning.
And I can print all of our plans out. So even like that one with where it's stacked like that.
Okay.
I can
love
print
that.
that out.
This
Are you
is
able
a
to come
12
up
by
with it?
36?
What's that?
12 by 36,
Yes.
1 bedroom.
You mean with the overhang?
Uh-huh.
Sure we could. We have not done that yet.
Can you see it without seeing me?
But,
Nothing special on this one. I didn't film it. I don't even like the floor.
yeah.
The only thing I like about this is the contrast, the black on the charcoal.
And even
And I love the cedar shakes too, or shutters.
cedar shuttles, it just
They're
adds a
fake,
little bit
but they're cool.
to it there.
So now you
Question. What is the difference between the support on this shed versus this cabin home, modular?
So the runners are actually the same. It's the rest of the design of the building that allows us to do to get away with going on the outer edge. So we've got 2 by 8 floors, 12 inches on center, and we
In the cabin.
in the
in
modular.
the cabins, yes,
right?
in the modular. And then we also reinforce the sides of each of our runners, so you can see it a little bit on the outside here. See that 2x4 that goes there?
Right.
We do that on all of our runners on both sides, on the inside and on both
Okay.
sides of our runners. And so there's just a few things like that that we do extra, even though they're the same. Otherwise, we just do some extra to get that extra strength in there.
So what is this? That's cabin's 12 on center. What's this flooring on the shed?
They're Generally, they're 16 inches on center.
Isn't that typical for a 16-ounce center for joists?
It is. We just do it that way with the cabins just so we get that extra strength for the floor and can set it on the outside, on the outer
I
band.
think they're pretty close. I mean, 16-ounce center is what we're having a room closed in, and 16-ounce center is what he's put on the joist because he needed a floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Let's go see some more
Is
stuff.
that some code thing or something?
I don't think so. I think it was just the way they done it to engineer it to where they didn't need to put anything down the middle. For support, that way people could just build their foundation, and we could just set it right on there.
That makes sense. And if
So
you're
when
gonna
you
do a
say
shed, you're gonna do
when you
pillars,
say-
you can do pillars in the middle, and that would give you the support too.
when you say down the middle, you mean down the middle of the building,
Correct.
lengthwise?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So this one is 14 wide by 36.
So there's
Um,
eyes.
So this one. And this would be a 1-bedroom.
14 by 36, you said?
14 by
Got a mini split, 2 doors.
And they done, ceiling different than the wall again.
Is this double whitewash? Because it's certainly darker than the last one we looked at.
It's not double whitewash, it's just a
White paint.
Arctic white is what it's called instead of the whitewash.
So there's no place for washer or dryer.
No, this is for
It's a big.
this is for one of their parents, and it's going to be sitting right by their house.
Oh, perfect.
And so they didn't need the washer and dryer in here. They were just like, well, they'll just have
Their own space.
have their own space, and I think it was her mom, and I think she was just going to be pretty much doing the laundry for her. So there's on this one there's a place for washer and dryer.
Did they put the fans? This is the one
Yes,
that they
this is
bought
the
the
one that
fans?
bought the fans.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the beginning stages of a. How big is this one?
This is 14 8 by 52,
Yeah.
same as the other one.
The first one we looked at.
See the same as that.
It's like a 2-bedroom.
I think this is going to be a bedroom. I'm not even sure. I'd have to look on the plan.
So you could do like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Well, we've done 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. We could do a full second bath. It would take away from living space if we would do that. Most people so far, if they do a 2-bedroom, they want the bigger living space, so they'll do just the one full bath, and then if they do want an extra bath, they do a half bath. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Hi.
Good. Thank you.
Good.
And so even like this, you can see we're gonna have a bigger window in here,
Nice.
so
That would be nice looking out of the river.
we can do.
Pretty much any kind of floor
We can-
plan.
See,
we can
my
make any
idea is to have the
change.
bathrooms in the back and have the deck and the kitchen and living space
in the front.
looking out at the river.
Do you do
So this window wouldn't help you.
fireplaces?
We don't.
Okay.
I don't know if we've ever talked about fireplaces. One thing that we've shied away from so far, doing a little bit, is like work, because we're not sure with moving it
Right.
what that's going to do to the tile.
That makes sense.
Now
all
we
of
did
the
on.
bathrooms
I don't know
are-
if you noticed on that 12 by 36.
I did, I
down
saw the
there,
backsplash.
We done backsplash tile. Now it survived coming from here down to there. So we're not sure yet how
Right.
it's going to survive the trip that then goes to Columbia,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
I don't think mortar is meant to be moved
Um,
like.
No.
So we did have one couple that wanted a tile shower, and so they prepped it for them. We prepped it here for them to do the tile, and then they had the tile done on
Oh,
site.
cool. I would maybe want to do that. Yeah.
See the steps right here going up into there,
Right. Okay.
and
Piece cloth, do you mean?
this is what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
And we could make that top bigger if you wanted,
And extend it to the end.
and extend it. Like it could be anywhere, right? This is where the lady that was here. We actually didn't build this one then, but this was the design she was looking for. But we could move that top piece wherever you want, or we could even make it bigger. You could put 2 bedrooms up there.
So can you just do me a favor and turn that so I see this end? Swing it around, yeah. So imagine 2 of these side by side.
Yeah.
And that thing
On the back.
on the back, but pushed back. That's what I see. What do you say?
Right. So. Let me see if I
This is the plan that people done where they would have cantilevered it where it's patio all under this section. So their basement walls came across here like this, followed this, and so there's patio under here. I can show you pictures, but this is what they done. They done a master bedroom and this is a 3-piece unit. They done a master bedroom here with another bedroom and a bath here with a laundry room, and then their kitchen and living room is in here, and that's and then they had a deck built here
The only
going down onto their patio.
issue I see with that is you're not going to get the height for the cathedral
And
ceiling.
it's wrong for the footprint, but he's just giving us ideas.
I
of what
understand.
we do.
Yeah.
I understand.
And this is what their house looks like after.
Oh, I saw that online.
Yeah, this is the one after it was set there. So you can see this piece right here just came on out. Yeah, they done the basement just under the one part there, and so this is all. And I don't know if they took any pictures.
So how did you set that modular in the front like that? On
Oh.
the beams itself? You put it on the beams?
The posts.
The posts?
Yeah, the post would have been there before it was delivered.
Wow.
And
That's
so,
incredible.
and that would have been, that was all a crane set. So,
It's all done by crane.
so see here, they just painted the bottom part of it black. You were
Oh,
asking
I see.
about
Yeah.
about
That's cool.
seeing it. They just painted it black.
That'd be fine for a basement.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool, actually, like the black.
and
Well, that's a deck above it, correct?
No.
no. This is
That's
the
living
bottom of the house of the cabin.
So they
there.
didn't have insulation.
Mhm. You just can't really see it. I mean, there you can see it a little bit, but with painting it,
They painted the insulation.
right, they
Straight
painted everything.
Yeah.
What they need for crane, I was on one crane set once.
It's gonna be nerve
I
wracking.
think he needs. It's actually not that bad. It's actually really interesting.
There's,
to be
I
honest.
think so too. There's room on
Um,
either side down in that. There's
I
like
mean,
a
as
stage
long as
there.
you're gonna have, I think outside of his truck, he needed an extra. Because I was helping him measure it off. Did he need an extra 50 feet? Like outside of where his truck was, so the truck was probably
For the extension things.
right. With his extensions and everything, he was out at probably about 20 feet maybe, and then needed an extra 50 to be able to swing everything around.
That's available, I think. I
I
mean, you probably come there and check out the.
mean, we can, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You don't-
We don't all
you
the time, just because we know. I mean, people know that if your land is wide open, there's really no reason to
Right.
come out.
There are 2 tiers, as we showed you in that little
I have to make sure
diagram.
there's no trees so you can't swing it around. That would be horrible.
Well,
If you swing it
and
around one way and then maybe the other way, there's a tree there and you can't get it.
I
Or just come straight up?
Well, and the one thing is you can't actually turn the cabin while it's up, while we're picking it up. So, this is the cabin,
Right.
and you're swinging it this way and you're getting close to a tree, you can turn it
Okay.
to where you
It's
can
not that
avoid the
close, Dan.
trees.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not that
He's
close.
gotten rid of the trees for the most part. He was
Yeah.
ready to build.
Yeah, he knew
I mean,
that.
from what I saw of the pictures, I don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay.
Right, and I did take a drone up to film it, but that didn't work out. So.
That's pretty cool.
I was all planned.
So there's a circular driveway that goes around, and we're thinking, why should we use that as a circular driveway? Just get more square footage where you can get, longer.
Mhm.
What's the longest you can do in terms of?
The longest we can do is 52 feet.
Okay.
So you're thinking 52 times 2, so 28 by 100 and...
I'm thinking if we
Four.
go and I have the basement.
I think that's too much. We don't need that. It's too many.
Well, I always think resale. I always build for resale. Always.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people wanting to do tiny homes or
Yeah.
move to smaller homes anymore. So even if you do stay with something smaller, I don't think you would have an issue.
I don't think so.
selling.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
think
fine
so
with
either,
that.
and I also think that the age group is more my age group and her age group.
Plus, I don't want the house to look like a monstrosity in terms of the size of the lot, because if I go too big, and I'd rather have a place where the RV can go on top too, and use that as a circular driveway. So if we can use that existing footprint, just thinking out loud, then that probably would be that would suffice. Because then I have the basement too,
Mhm.
so the double
is
square
there a
footage.
is there a limitation on cantilevering, or is it just based on posts?
That I don't know. I would have to. We would have to check into that. I don't know. Now, if you look at this one, he done.
Hold on a minute. Let me turn this.
He done probably close to half of this section where he would have had it hanging out over there where it would be.
Well, he has.
Did you
Do you know what the distance is from here to here? Because this is technically cantilever.
you build a deck on that and put the roof on?
They would have done that on their own.
What about the roof for the building?
No, the roof for the building we did. We didn't put the roof for the deck there.
Got it.
That would have been, the deck and the roof on the deck would have all been done
By the
After-
contractor.
after it was set there. So if we've got,
Yeah, that's quite that master bedroom. Oh no, it's not the master. It's I don't know what that is. Gable windows.
so it looks like he would have done almost 20 feet. Right at 20 feet he has cantilever.
That's a lot.
It is.
I don't foresee. See, this would be the deck area that would cantilever over.
Right, and
Well,
going back to this, if you look and going back to what you need underneath,
Yeah.
he's got he only has out on the end here.
He's kind of got the same setup we were talking about, so he's walking right in and then he drops down.
Yeah,
So,
it's like a bank barn.
He
Yeah.
he had to put a couple of posts along the side here, but he didn't need anything in the middle here other than out on the very end.
And that's sticking out 20 feet.
Hmm.
Wow.
So out on the very end, he put a beam the whole way across there, which,
So he did that.
Oh, I like the
did
beams
that.
in the middle.
well,
Prepare-
whoever he would have had building it,
So he
yes.
prepared the foundation
Mhm.
for you guys to deliver.
Right.
So the ceiling in there, if you go to the next picture, with the beams like that, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Is it the same height ceiling as that we've been seeing?
yes,
That's just an accent point. If you put on.
yes, yep.
And that's 14. But ours would be 28. It would be double.
Where does the opening? Where would you join them? Is that something that
We could decide.
like joining the two together?
But
Now, if you're going just double side by side,
we want an
base-
open concept.
right,
So we don't want that wall down the middle.
We'd be looking at their house.
or if you wanted to do
French doors or sliding glass doors? He's got a
French
window.
door.
Yeah, he's got a window over here, right there. Yeah, no, the other one. there.
This is window
there.
right here.
Yeah, French door right
This
there.
is like a double window.
I would do a French door, because then they'll go out onto the deck. And then French door's better than a sliding door.
Okay.
Do you want slider or you want hinge doors?
Hinged, please.
Because that's going to go on the deck.
Yep.
Just say that.
Exactly.
Great.
And then
Pull this over.
That's better.
Yeah, I got it right here. Um, so this one would be 3 bedroom. Two of the bedrooms would be fairly good size.
oh, can you sit down?
Two of the bedrooms would be fairly good size, with your master bedroom, master bath, walk-in closet. And, we could still do something a lot like this. This is 28 by 38.
That's cool. Instead of that third bedroom, just make that a bathroom.
So if you wanted to, see, it would already have 2 baths. You got a bath here and a bath for the master bedroom.
Oh, I see where it is. Okay,
And
great.
And so you could
Oh,
either
that's
do
not bad.
away with this bedroom and have it as more living room space, or you could do it as an office or something.
Right, that's not bad, that's 3.
And then your kitchen here, here's your washer and dryer,
And the
laundry.
river would be to the left.
So we
Come into the living room. I like that layout. You able to print that or?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't care for is the bathroom, closet, all that setup.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we could make changes. If you wanted to.
Make your master bedroom smaller. Put the
If
closet
you
opposite
wanted
the
to
closet.
do away with this closet, this could become your laundry room.
Right, and then the closet can go in the master bedroom opposite
And
the other
then,
closet.
right, you could put a closet in here somewhere or something.
We're definitely like 2 master suites. I know it's an unusual thing in a home, but
Well, I mean,
we're always
then,
looking for rooms we can configure to
Right.
that we're built.
I mean, and if you wanted to, you could take this closet away, or you could leave the closet there, and this could be the second bathroom instead of here.
Right.
And then this could be
The
laundry.
laundry, I would make that the laundry room.
Then this could be your laundry room. I think that one is a tub there. Yeah, because here's your shower. This is
Yeah.
a shower tub combo.
I'd make this a laundry room. Close this off,
Mhm.
make this a master. Maybe put a half bath in here.
Right.
Just a toilet
Right.
in there so
Right.
that your half bath
Toilet
is there.
sink, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Get
And
rid
then-
of the tubs. You don't really need the tubs.
And then, if we would do that, then
Close
this
this off.
right here would actually be all open for kitchen and living
right.
as well.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Get rid of that so it opens up
Right.
the kitchen.
Basically,
and you can put
you're-
a little table there or whatever.
Doing something different with that third bedroom, which we don't need.
Well,
Right.
the third
Because we're gonna
bedroom.
have a basement. and that's
Right.
what-
Right, so the third bedroom, you close this off, you make that a bathroom, make that a bathroom, make this a closet here, and then that's your laundry room and that's your half bath. I like that a lot.
So yeah.
Yeah, that could do, that could work.
Yeah, we
The
designed
bathroom, the
these.
bedroom, the bath.
Right. We designed these for other people, but
Oh, yeah.
we can make any.
And I would put the
changes.
stove in a different place so you have, because the river,
Put the sink where the stove is.
because your river's here.
The river's there.
So, I mean, that's nice to have, maybe just a single door going out there, or French, but here to look out, put the sink here, and then switch that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So you're looking
as
outside.
far as amenities inside, it doesn't come with appliances, I heard you that. But it does come with a countertop. What kind of increase in price would it be to get granite or something nicer on the?
So granite. I'm trying to think. Granite is.
And this is how big now? This is 34? This
This
is 27?
is 34 by 27 approximately.
So it's,
What happened to
Granite's a $50 a square foot upgrade. So it's gonna depend on how big your kitchen
the,
is.
what kind of, what
what grade?
grade granite?
What kind of grade of granite do you offer?
That I'm not sure of.
Because
Is
it's
it different
A,
kinds of grades?
it's from A all the way to exotic. Which-
That I'm actually not sure of. I don't know if it says it all on our.
I'll look at it and tell you what grade it is. The more common it is, the more it's cheap grade. It's A. No offense, but
No, I'm.
I've worked with a lot of
Okay.
granite as an artist, and
Yeah.
But if
You
we were
know-
gonna get a granite slab, would you guys put it in? If we worked with a granite company and then they cut it
Because we could give you the
dimensions?
the
or whatever?
drawings
Template.
Okay.
of the cabinets.
And then also maybe not do a backsplash, just leave it so we could do a tile backsplash?
And like I said, we done that one down here. It survived the move from there down.
Tile
and
packs
that
very
looked
easily.
to me more like glass, which is really what glaze is. It's just glass.
So I mean,
So that may
we
play a role.
did on that one. We did actually put I think it was like 3/4 inch plywood behind it.
Only plywood, not hardy board.
No, I don't think it was hardy board.
Mhm.
I saw it. Pretty sure it was plywood. But to try and help prevent the whole.
Because he was doing like a bank barn.
Right.
We kind of have that.
It's kind of the same setup because he's got same level entry and then the house drops down.
So what we could do is keep those bedrooms back there and then have an entrance over here and
Yeah.
like a
But
Deck.
the foundation is
a
further
deck,
away from
and then
the
you
wall.
go into the house over here.
So the wall is like here, and then his foundation is probably, how far away do you think it is when he dug out of the mountain? How far do you think it is
It's
from
close, it's 10 feet.
yeah, maybe.
It's very
than
close
that.
from that road edge to where that foundation is. It is not.
So the road is
10
lower
feet.
than where the foundation or higher?
Higher.
That's higher.
There's two different elevations.
Kind of
Right.
exactly like what he has. If you go to the front of that
Mhm.
one. Right like that. So
Right.
that would be this road here.
Mm-hmm.
The river's over there. So kind of like what he's got, that's it.
So if you
That's exactly
show
what
me
that-
the side view, not the back view, but the side view of that picture.
That
So
one or
that one. So this is one elevation that we
Mhm.
have, and then this would be the lower elevation.
right
And then the
So
river's
the
to the left.
foundation is on this elevation.
is on the lower
So,
elevation.
Right.
The basement would be like
Right.
that area. We cantilever over here and just go far enough, or forget about that and just put a walkway around it.
So you need a continuous foundational wall, which means since right now he's about, let's say, just say for argument's sake, 10 feet away from the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
we'd have to build another foundation to continue so that way there's no gaps.
Well, so is what they done here. Was done just the one foundation here,
Okay.
and then cantilevered it out over with but with this existing foundation already being there and being on the lower part.
Yeah.
If you're coming out over the driveway or to the driveway like this, you're gonna need a little bit of support up here.
So let me ask you
Right.
about this one. Was this completely dug out?
That I don't know.
Okay. Because I mean, look, she's got a window there. Why wouldn't you make a room there?
Right.
So it seems.
Well, they do have some rooms in the basement. I think they've got at least one bedroom in the basement there.
Well, if it makes sense to me to dig into the side of the hill, the same way ours is,
Right.
and go down and out, and then backfill it.
So now, like I mean,
Right.
and that'd be up to you. So this basement you said is 20,
27 by 34.
34.
34 wide. So from this side to that side
Right.
wide.
Is 34.
Yes.
So I mean, so you would have a couple options, like you were talking about. So is the edge of the house going to be here, and then this is deck?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you could, if you wanted to, have a bigger basement. Is since you're gonna since there's hardly anything there anyway.
Yeah.
You could still use this existing foundation, but you could run your foundation all the way back into there and have a bigger basement underneath it if you wanted to.
Right. He's got some plumbing stuff in here. We're not really sure what it is.
It's weird because he's got
I don't know what
regular.
it is.
He's got regular plumbing for a sewer, 3-inch, and then he's got a lot of 2-inch.
And he's got a lot of drainage, like a
2-inch.
lot of drainage pipes coming out. And I'm like, what are those?
And in the middle, the very center of that foundation, he's got all these cinder blocks, which I think it's for drainage of some kind.
I mean, the one thing could have been with the 2-inch pipe was he could have put that in there to be able to push electrical wiring up through into his bathroom. That he would have had down there if he was going to have a bathroom there. But
That may have
it's
been his
hard to-
first floor. We don't know.
Yeah.
We have no idea what it is. We're trying to get in touch with his son, but he's not real responsive. So
Let me see if I can.
I mean, we're dealing with the real estate agent who's talking to
Okay,
them.
there
so.
are the pipes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Good question.
That's a good question.
They were
yeah.
like, what are those?
Yeah, let
and
me
there's
see
a
that.
septic.
So these are the pipes. I don't know if you can see that on the camera that are sticking up out of the floor. One looks clearly sewer, 2 are sewer, 1 is 2-inch. I don't know. It's hard to know.
I don't know. But that's why we're like, why don't we use it, what's already there? Because we have to find out more. All right, awesome.
Hey, so if you can't tell, we had tons of questions, tons of learning to do, and this was the first modular home place we sat down with. Actually, it was the second one. The first one I was kind of like dumbstruck. I just couldn't even think of the right questions to ask. So, second one I was a little bit better prepared, but the other one we went to a show in town, and it was actually about 2 hours away, but nevertheless we went there and learned about log cabins and all kinds of other things and more modular homes. So we're doing a lot of research, which I recommend you do too if you're looking to buy a modular or any other kind of home. So on the way home from this place, we stopped at a park model place, and these park models are absolutely adorable, but they are absolutely priced out of this world. So just thought I'd show you this stuff and give you an idea and let you know, but ouch, way too much money. I'll go over it. We drove to this place, South Carolina. His little loft up there. It's all wood again. This is a
park model, and so park model is a little bit different than a modular or stick built. So this is on wheels, and by law it's got to be less than 400 square feet. But you can see that they've got some pretty tall ceilings in here, so it's got to be able to go down the road, so they know the dimensions of what they can handle, what they can't handle. But absolutely adorable.
It's a little loft. Goes up here, pretty tiny. Nevertheless, on your knees, you could get around in this.
Closes it in a little bit.
Screened off.
And it's a lot cheaper, but at the same time, it's still doable as a house.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty steep.
Permanent foundation.
It's got everything you need.
Oh, cheap.
Stackable. Nice. A good sized bedroom. That's a closet space. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of what we discovered with the modular home, and as a side, the park models, which, by the way, they're not less expensive per square foot. They are very expensive, and I just don't think it's a good option unless you're only going to spend a weekend in it. But really tight and not good for resale, which is probably something everyone should consider when buying any kind of home. Okay, please like and subscribe. It helps me so much. Can't even begin to tell you. So many people watch my videos and they don't subscribe, and it's free and it helps me out so much. I would be grateful. Thank you.